Hello YouTube, this is the Christian Buddhist, where a beautiful mind can sometimes equal a beautiful life. I'm outside on a nice fall day, well I guess night, it's getting dark now, a little windy, you might can hear it, but I'm outside with the Masonics Holy Bible, the Heirloom Edition, and I wanted to show you some things because history is very important. And people think that because you have this book, you're exposing the Masons. The Masons aren't Christian, no matter what you believe. They're how do I say this? Organization that anyone can get into is multi-religious. Anybody can join it. Of any religion or whatever, but I'm going to show you a few things in here that you need to see and understand. This is just the regular Holy Bible that pretty much everyone has. That's why it says the Holy Bible there. That's what this is. It's just the Heirloom Edition. It just has stuff in the back that they're not going to tell you the truth. It has little pictures and stuff, things like this, Jesus Christ and children, but this is the dictionary right here. It's what people are talking about, saying they exposed them by them having all these ancient Greek symbols and all of this stuff, Egyptian symbols and that. But another thing that people really don't understand is that religion is also history, and every religion has met and came across each other, and they will continue to do it, so they will get intertwined. Certain things in religions will always come about in another one. There's nothing you can do about it. The Kabbalah is a prime example of this. The Jewish Kabbalists, they basically take everything good and great they like about a religion and make it into one. That's an example of it. But let me show you something. They have a lot of truths in here, but they're not going to tell you the whole truth, because the one thing they're not going to say, we're going to look for C instead of the B's. There it says there is no mention at all, nowhere on here, about the confession booth. Now, the confession booth that the Catholics still uses comes from Mesopotania, where basically life, at least organized human life, has started from, that we know of to this day. But there's no talk about the confession. The confession was what the priests used back in the day in order to trick the people to believe that they can talk to God. This is something that, the Catholic, remember, is a Roman Catholic church, still does to this day. That was something that was frowned upon about God, Jesus, and everyone else, but they continue to do it even upon this day. That's why in Revelations it says the whore of Babylon, who get her crown broken, some stuff like that. I don't know it word for word, but it says that. That's what it's about. And it also talks about, the false idols, which they are, and they're continuing the false idol worship, saying that they have a connection with God when they don't. No man can get you in heaven, can get you to God but yourself. But they try to say that they're the person between that. As you can see, that there's nothing there about it, and they're not going to tell you about it, because that's one of their biggest hidden things about the Catholic Church, that they're continuing that lie from all those years ago, and they're continuing it to this day. You should be very afraid of a confession booth. And one more thing in here I'm going to show you. It's getting a little cold, so I'm going to go in. I've been out here reading this and studying this, and this is the ancient crowns, and they show this. I don't know if you can, you can see that this man right here is Gilgamesh or Nimrod. Nimrod means, enemy, fool of God, enemy of God, enemy of the king. You know, anything you want to use, which Nimrod means, it means the enemy. That's what he was called. We don't know his actual name, but at least I think I do. I get on that. But they called him Nimrod in the Bible because he was the enemy of God. He basically started every bad thing that we have. This is him here. They didn't do the crown right. As you can see, he has 1 point here, 1 point here, and 1 point here. The original crown, as you can see up here, this one has 2, this one has 1, this one has 3. Now, this 3 means something out of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Nimrod also had that too. He had a 3-pronged crown like this. That's where you see a 3-pronged crown. That's where it comes from. It comes from Nimrod. His wife was his mother, and he had a son. That's their unholy trinity that they have. But if I can find it, I will show you the original painting on the wall that had it on there. It had the 3 crowns there, but this is not it. They pretend like they have it here, but it's not. It looks more something like this, but I'll show you. It's like these 2 ends have one pointing there, one pointing there, another one pointing here, and pointing here. But it's not showing that, and we just show you the ancient crowns, and they go along to Greece and whatever else that they're showing here. But they have all of the symbols, ancient crosses here, the workings and sacrifice, the feasts. They have a lot of symbols in the back. Egyptian people like, oh, they're getting exposed, but they're not getting exposed, as you know, through Moses. The Egyptian religion and God and the Bible have come together, so it does not make sense that you won't have these symbols here and things here to see. But like I say, I'll start reading more of these, and the more I find, the more I'll let you see. But like I say, they don't have nothing about the confession booth and where it actually came from, and they're showing you the lie about Nimrod's crown. They're not going to show you the truth. They're not going to tell you everything, because this book is given to initiatives. They're not going to show you the real work of it to a person that they're giving it to initiative. I mean, come on, they're a hidden organization, they're a secret society, but they're saying they're not a bad secret society. Anything that's a secret is usually bad. All right, YouTube, I'm continue reading, and maybe no, I know I'm gonna go in the house. It's a little chilly. Later.